children. So what about this Freemasonry? Child of Gnosticism, a pure form of paganism and idolatry. All of you out there who have been sucked into the delusion of Freemasonry, come to your senses and don't think it's some simple club of philanthropic work. If you've not dug deep into its history and philosophy and teachings, then why are you involved? How do our pitiful Greek Orthodox, he's talking now in Greece 50 years ago, almost 40 years ago, find their way into the lodges of Freemasonry, Rotary, and Lions? Rotary and Lions are para-Masonic greenhouses and gardens preparing their members for future Masonic oaths and prayers of idolatry. Of course, there are some Christian Masonic members who, out of ignorance and a lack of knowledge of the faith, are attracted to Freemasonry out of a temptation for financial gain, vainglory, and to improve their social status. These are what initially gets people in, right? They have to use the lower level passions, right, to get you in. Oh, I'm going to have good connections. I'm going to have a better job. I'm going to get more money. They're going to, it's vainglorious. I'll do something, special. People will praise me. I'm going to go up the ladder, blah, 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 blah. These are the small passions that lead people into the greater delusions. But these poor souls are kept in the first or second degree, and they may not understand or care that they are serving a religion of idolatry. You're serving a religion of idolatry. Get out. And there are millions of people in America and all over the Western world who go to the Masonic Lodge and they think that they can be an Orthodox Christian or any kind of Christian and go to the lodge. They're extremely ignorant. Most of the active Masons are propelled. So there's those people, but most who are real active, who want to go deep, they're propelled towards the 33rd degree or whatever degree they arrive at with progressively deeper indoctrination, step by step, they tell you, into the deep things of Satan and idolatry. Elder Athanasios, by the way, brothers and sisters, he's speaking from great experience. He had a tremendous struggle with the Freemasons of Larissa, the city where his monastery is close to, where he would give his lectures. They went to war against him, and he went to war against them. He gave a number of lectures, 6 public lectures attended by thousands of people in Larissa against Freemasonry, knowing perfectly well that the mayor and other people, I don't know exactly what their positions were in the government, but he was fighting against people in his own local government who were Masons. And of course, the countries of Europe, Greece is no different, are totally run by secret societies today. Prophetically, the Spirit of God moved St. Paul to write, quote, this is Colossians 2:8, "Be aware lest anyone cheat you through philosophy and empty deceit, according to the tradition of men, according to their basic principles of the world, and not according to Christ." Now, the St. Paul is writing this to Colossians. Obviously, he's talking about Gnosticism here, which Freemasonry is a kind of Gnosticism. St. Paul is speaking against Gnosticism, this great heresy that preceded the church and fought the church like nothing else. Still fights it. This is what we see, a resurgence of Gnosticism today. Freemasonry is one of the children of Gnosticism and contains all the principles and all the elements of that ancient heresy. And St. Paul gives excellent advice. And we need to be very careful around those people who support these lodges of idolatry. Anybody who says to you, any bishop, any priest, any layman, any theologian who says you can be a Freemason, you can be Orthodox, is of the enemy. He is dangerous and he is to be avoided. He's a liar or he is deluded. There are such people who parade around and read Orthodox theological material, promote Orthodox theological ideas, dabble in Orthodox theology, and go to the lodge to get ahead in the theological schools of the Orthodox Church. I've seen it and I've heard about it in my years in theological education. There's no department of anything at the university in many of these places that is not infiltrated by the Freemasons and the various secret societies today. At least that's my experience. I don't know about yours, but that's my experience. And told to me by many others, like Elder Athanasius and other elders, who will say much more than I just said.